Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome, glad you're here. If you hear dogs barking, it's a normal thing around here. It is a nice cold to me in Southern California, cloudy, rainy, not really raining at the moment, drizzly day, and so I thought it would be good to have just like a cozy homemaking day, and I wanted to take you along with me. So for today, a couple of the things that I wanted to get done were just things that have been on my list for a really long time. I've been wanting to make these lemon ginger tea bombs. So I don't know, I saw something very similar on the Herbal Academy's Instagram a while back. I think it actually might have been an ad. You might have seen the same one. They were circular and you pour hot water over them and they just looked amazing. And so I wanted to try to recreate my own of those. I also got a food dehydrator for Christmas, so I wanted to use that. And then I ended up actually getting my very first food, what are they called? Oh, just glass weights. Duh. Okay. I got glass weights to put into jars, and these are going to be good for fermenting, and so we'll use that today. What else? I want to make dinner. I'm starting sourdough for tomorrow. I'm just doing a bunch of fun things. Some gelatin gummies. Hey, some gelatin gummies. Those will be yummy too. So I'm just doing a bunch of homemaking things, and it's a cold, cozy day. And let's do this day together. Hopefully it inspires you to also get in the kitchen and get some things done that have been on your list for quite a while. So let's get started. First up, I wanted to go ahead and start with the apples, the dried apples, and also get going on the ginger lemon tea. That was going to take a while. And right here are my recipes that I have printed out for the fire cider and also the gummies. So I made sure to get those prepared before I got started. So here I am, just, doing my thing, washing some apples. This voiceover is actually cracks me up sometimes. It's really fun to do. So here's my son helping me wash off the apples, and right here I added filtered water, and I just added some lemon juice, and I'm gonna put the apple slices into that lemony water just so that it prevents the apples from turning brown before they hit the food dehydrator. So anyways, that's what I'm doing there. And here is Malachi putting all of the tops and bottoms of the apples into a jar because we're going to be making apple cider vinegar. So I forgot to mention that at the very beginning of this video. You're doing so good. Yay! You did it. I'll put it in the jar. Tamp it down like that. You do it. Alright, so then moving along to the apple cider vinegar. So I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of cane sugar into that lemony water. Now you could just use regular water. I just didn't really feel like getting rid of that lemon water. So here I am mixing it up, and then I'm just pouring that straight over all of the apples. And I added way too much. I ended up having to take out some because the fermenting weights were overflowing. So just set the fermenting weights in there, and then those will be ready in about 2 weeks. And that's all it really takes. It's super simple. On the next tray. So I went ahead and turned on the food dehydrator to about 130 Fahrenheit, and this was on for the whole rest of the day, and actually even a couple hours the next day as well. So here I am going for the ginger lemon tea. So this is a tea that I make all the time, and here I am holding the little ice cube trays that I am trying to recreate from the Herbal Academy, which I saw, like I said, on an ad a while ago. So this is my kind of own rendition. So I just chopped up a ton of ginger. This is how I keep my ginger, so that I can make ginger, lemon, cinnamon, honey tea at all times. And it's just super simple. I'll always have fresh ginger on hand. And so with some of that ginger that I chopped up, I took it out, and I also took out all of the ingredients for the fire cider. And this is from the Herbal Academy's recipe, and I believe you can get this for free on their website, but I'll link it down below for you guys.
Good job. This is going to be great. Good job. There we go.
And just like with the apple cider vinegar that we put together, this one is going to also just get stuck right into the pantry, and it will be ready in about 2 to 3 weeks. So I ended up letting the big handful of ginger boil and steep in some boiling water for about 10 to 15 minutes is about good. And then I put my lemons in there as well. I did about 2. And then I am scooping it right into those ice molds and sticking that in my freezer so that I can have easy lemon ginger tea whenever I want. So after some dishes, or a lot of dishes, it was time to do the beef gelatin gummies. So don't be intimidated by this. I actually think they taste really, really good, even though I can't convince very many people to try them. They are delicious. So I used pure tart cherry juice, and you can see I'm adding cream, sugar, and giving it a good whisk. Mind you, the heat is not on yet. And then go ahead and sprinkle that beef gelatin right over the top, and I just let that sit until it is nice and set. And then after it is nice and set, I go ahead and whisk everything in. At that point, that's when you turn on the heat, and you make sure everything's nicely incorporated, and after that you pour it into the mold, and it can go in the refrigerator, and it's ready to go once it's nice and firmed up. So this night my husband actually took charge of dinner, and it was delicious. So we do this recipe probably on a bi-weekly basis. It is loaded fries, and it is our favorite thing ever. So we just chopped up a bunch of potatoes and used this Oh My Spice Maui onion spice, popped those in the oven, and loaded them up with all the goodness. We just did some ground beef, cheese, tomato, avocado, and they're ready to go. Good morning. It's the next day. I always do this to myself, where I kind of like do too much, or I guess have too big of goals, but I don't know. If anybody watches Justin Rhodes, he's the homesteader on YouTube, the homesteader on YouTube, whatever. He always goes for the impossible goal. So I guess yesterday I did the impossible goal and I didn't reach it. But that's okay. So this morning I'm doing this sourdough bread, and it's by Farmhouse on Boone. It's her no-knead sourdough recipe, so I know I'm putting it in the KitchenAid, but it's just to kind of get it started. So anyways, gonna do this and kind of tidy up, finish up some house stuff, and bring you along. It broke? Who broke it?
Snowy.
Yep, Snowy broke it. So the next morning, the lemon ginger tea bombs were ready, so I've got that ready while I am slicing up those beef gelatin gummies, and the texture came out perfect. Hopefully you guys will trust me enough to try one. And here I am just pouring some hot water over those ginger tea ice cubes. And make sure you add plenty of honey and some cinnamon too, and they are all ready to go. Yeah, that's good. Especially when you're sick, that's all you really need. Just some. What, you want some? Is it yummy?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You.
Okay, so overall, what did we make? Hey,
I made ID.
make eggies? We did not make eggies. So we ended up with, I think, 6 or 8 of those ginger tea bombs, which are pretty darn good. We did the gelatin gummies, which are yummy. We started sourdough bread. We made fire cider. We made apple cider vinegar, 2 little containers of it. Is that all we did? We cleaned up the kitchen like 17 times. Oh, and we made dried apples, which were really good. So that is pretty much it for today, for yesterday and today's homemaking day. Thank you for following along. I know it spread over the course of 2 days, but that is the reality of homemaking. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.